This is Unfiltered Me speaking on domestic abuse and awareness. It's very difficult as a victim to get the courage to leave because you've been isolated by your abuser. To feel no one will believe you, there's nowhere to go, you're crazy, it's your fault, you brought this on yourself. The fear of what will happen to you if you go, and if you have children, the fear of losing your children, or the fear of your children being hurt more. If you're financially devastated, there's no financial way to get out. And who will believe you wherever you go? I say this because I know. I was in an abusive marriage and didn't realize it, because abuse is insidious and creeps up on you without you realizing it. Every victim's story is different. And every victim has their reasons of why they didn't just leave. We're made to feel alone. I know I was. For many reasons, I stayed. I finally was able to get free through the help of the National Domestic Abuse Hotline. And in my journey, lifting the veil, thanks to someone from the outside looking in going, this isn't right what you're going through. This is not what a loving relationship should be. I had spent too many years making my abuser look like a good guy and supporting his stories while behind closed doors, living with the abuses. Abuse is not just physical, it is emotional, it is mental, it is financial, it's many things wrapped into one. Sexual, all kinds of things you put up with and relinquish to, trying to keep your abuser happy so that you suffer less pain, trying to keep your abuser happy just to negotiate day to day. It doesn't get better. It just gets worse. I'm free of my abuser now, and it was a long journey, and it was hard, and it was difficult. And let me tell you, Dante got it wrong. There's more than 7 layers of hell. I've been down to the 893rd and still felt free falling. I'm a survivor now, and I'm working on thriving. And I have found that journey, and I found my voice. And I'm helping my children find theirs too and be better people. And dealing with the residual, insidious things that our abuser did to us. We're free now. We're survivors. It was a long, hard journey. It started with someone else pointing out that this was wrong. There were many other people along the way who were concerned. But I was trying to get help, and I was trying to get marriage counseling and self-counseling, and none of those could help because my abuser was not acknowledging what he was doing. He made the choice to continue to abuse us and continue to spin his lies while doing horrific things to us and interesting things behind our backs that we didn't find about till afterwards. I'm not going to be his excuse for his life moving forward or not moving forward. And I'm not going to be his excuse for his oh, poor me stories moving forward. I have found my voice, and I've become an advocate for victims of domestic abuse. And I will continue to be a voice for victims of domestic abuse because it's that silence of people feeling they're alone, and that's that silence of people not understanding what domestic abuse is. It has layers and it's insidious. For too many years, I was silenced. And now my abuser wants to silence me again because peripheral circles of his new world, I can only imagine, have discovered my speaking out and start to question his reality. That most likely means my abuser needs to question his reality. And if he's going to continue to make behavioral choices to hurt others, that's his choice. I'm going to speak the truth. I will not be silenced anymore by an abusive man. I will not be held hostage in the legal system anymore because of an abusive man. I have a wonderful lawyer who fought for me valiantly and honorably. My lawyer is very honorable. And I had to make many concessions through my divorce because of the legal system, the county in which my legal system is over, and because of the deceitful ways of my abuser. My abuser's trying it again, trying to hold myself and my lawyer hostage again. For the valor and the integrity of my wonderful lawyer, for the valor and integrity of every victim I know trying to heal and survive, and for every survivor I know trying to heal and thrive, I will not be silenced. I will not be kept from speaking the truth. There's too many victims out there that need to know they're not alone, they're not crazy, and they deserve to be happy and loved. There's nothing a victim did or did not do to bring the abuse upon themselves. And I will not go backwards for the sake of myself, for the sake of my children, and for the sake of the truth. God is my shield. His love is my armor. Victims of domestic abuse and violence, you are not alone. You are not crazy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be free and at peace. Too many people are told to stay silent. Don't say anything, because honestly, it does get worse when you say something. It absolutely does, and it's frightening. And unfortunately, there's too many victims out there that when they say something, their abuser does horrific things, and they become a silent witness because they're no longer walking this earth to tell their story. And those of us who are survivors need to fight in their honor. The only way domestic abuse can stop peacefully is for the abusers to stop their behavior choices and get help. The only way domestic abuse can stop is if there's early intervention, training our young people what it is and what it isn't, what a healthy relationship is and isn't, and when those red flag warning signs show early, for a potential victim to get out and for a potential abuser to seek help. I will not be silenced. I will not be held hostage by an abuser's need to make themselves look falsely good. I will not be silenced for the strength of my children and the integrity of the truth. Please, if you're a victim of domestic abuse, seek help. It's there. They'll help you. They'll protect you. They'll keep you safe. They'll help you make a safety plan. For me, it was several safety plans, because here I am, physically free of my abuser since September 17th, 2015, legally free of my abuser since December 21st, 2017, emotionally free of my abuser about 2 weeks ago. I finally felt like I was thriving. He's taking new tactics. I will not be silenced of the truth. Look within yourself, abusers. Leave the victims alone. Victims, there is help. Seek the National Domestic Abuse Hotline and find help in your area. I know it's hard. There's many times I reached out for help and heard from too many people, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Call the National Domestic Abuse Hotline. Find a safe place, find a safe space, go to church, go to a different church if you have to. Ask to borrow their phone and call that number. Seek help, it's there. You deserve to be free and happy and at peace and joy.